Swayam Prabha. Digital India. Educated India.
Namaskaram. Welcome to this lecture where we will talk about Kuchipudi beyond traditional families. After dancers and dance enthusiasts from families who do not belong to the Kuchipudi Agraharam or the so-called traditional families of Kuchipudi have started learning this dance form, many of them have become stalwarts in the Kuchipudi dance form, and not just as performers, but as teachers, choreographers, researchers, organizers, academics, in many varied perspectives that a dance can be seen. And the contributions of all these people put together is also very important in the development of Kuchipudi dance. Again, I would like to reiterate the same thing before starting this series of lectures that will talk about Kuchipudi beyond traditional families. The people that I have mentioned for these series doesn't mean that these are the only people who have contributed to the Kuchipudi dance in general. Because talking about every guru who has contributed to the upliftment of Kuchipudi dance will take a lot of time in these lectures. So a few very carefully selected through various works, publishings, and research articles of various academics and various authors of dance, we have come to this list of gurus and performers who also have immensely contributed to Kuchipudi dance. But this is not just confined to this list. Every dancer, no matter they are starting the most fundamental steps, in the smallest of the dance institutions in the remotest villages in any part of the world, are also contributing for the continuity of Kuchipudi dance. Every dance teacher who is teaching students, no matter if the students are just one or two also, but when they spell out the name Kuchipudi, telling them this is Kuchipudi, that is also a promotion and a propagation and a continuity of Kuchipudi dance. Kuchipudi, which is like a mother to all of us, will always reside divinely in our hearts, etched forever. The first personality that I would be discussing in this lecture is Guru Shri C.R. Acharyulu. His full name is Chilakamarri Ramacharyulu, and Ramacharyulu Garu was born in the year 1919 in the Krishna district of Andhra Pradesh. Guru Shri C.R. Acharyulu Garu hails from a family of traditional Nattuvanars in the Vaishnava temples. Even though he doesn't belong to the Kuchipudi Bhagavatulu, but still dance runs in his family, as he belongs to that family of Nattuvanars who were working alongside the Devadasis in the Vaishnava temples of Andhra Pradesh. So he had the interest and the inclination of dance very natural in him because of his family tradition. He was trained in Kuchipudi under the tutelage of Guru Shri Vedantam Lakshminarayana Shastri Garu, and he has imbibed all the nuances and intricacies that Lakshmi Narayana Shastri Garu has taught to all his students, be it the elaboration of the Satvika Abhinaya or the solo dance repertoire or the choosing of the compositions, or more importantly, the experimentation that needs to be done to keep the dance form alive at every stage in the society. All these things were very well imbibed by C.R. Acharyulu Garu. And Acharyulu Garu was one of the very first students of non-traditional families to have learnt Kuchipudi. This is also a very unique factor when we talk about Shri C.R. Acharyulu Garu. After learning Kuchipudi for quite a decent number of years from Sri Lakshmi Narayana Shastri Garu, Acharyulu Garu, with the innate urge in him to also view the other dance traditions in the temples, and with the knowledge that he has gained on the dance drama tradition because of his training in Kuchipudi, he has toured many Shaiva temples also and learnt the concepts of dance in the Sandhya Tandavam, Lasya Tandavam, Urdhva Tandavam, Tripura Sundari Tandavam and Navasandhi Natyam. So he has imbibed in himself all the bits and pieces of the dance traditions in the Vaishnava temples, dance traditions in the Shaiva temples, and the Kuchipudi dance drama tradition in which he was trained, and also the solo repertoire of dance that he learned from Lakshmi Narayana Shastri Garu. Apart from all this, he has also learnt Javalis and Padams from the Devadasis of Nangigadda. So he had a very thorough training and understanding of the dance culture of Andhra Pradesh, be it the Devadasi tradition or the drama tradition of Kuchipudi. He was invited by Mrinalini Sarabhai to her Darpana Dance Academy that is situated in Ahmedabad in Gujarat, and he joined the academy as the principal dance instructor in the year 1956. And he has trained hundreds of students in the Darpana Dance Academy, including Mallika Sarabhai, the daughter of Guru Srimati Mrinalini Sarabhai. Apart from the classical and the temple dance traditions of Andhra Pradesh, he has also learnt the technique of experimentation in dance through his guru, as said before. He also worked a lot on the concept of shadow puppet theatre, which is called as Tolubommalata in Andhra. And he used to choreograph dance pieces using Tolubommalata through the Darpana Academy in Ahmedabad, which he became very popular in that. The Simhanandini dance that is done today, where on the stage a huge piece of cloth is kept and underneath a colored powder is poured, and when the dancer moves along the white loin cloth, the way the dancer is moving, the color attaches to the cloth in that way, finally forming the shape of either a lion, a peacock, or a certain deity. This was a very innovative technology of choreography that Sri C.R. Acharyulu has done. And he has trained so many students in doing the Simhanandini Natyam, who also include Mallika Sarabhai, Voleti Rangamani, his own daughter, or the renowned guru in Gujarat for Kuchipudi, Srimati Smita Shastri, etc. He has also revived Prenkani Natyam through his choreographies, and many dance drama choreographies in Kuchipudi that are still a major part of the Darpana Academy, whereby C.R. Acharyulu Garu. And apart from being a performer, an innovator, a teacher, a choreographer, he has also written several books and research articles on Kuchipudi. The names of a few books that he has written are Kuchipudi Aradhana Nrityamulu, Srinivasa Ramayanam, Understanding Kuchipudi, etc. Some of his very important disciples are Mallika Sarabhai, Voleti Rangamani, Sumati Kaushal, Vaijayanti Kashi, Pratibha Prahlad, Vasanta Lakshmi and Narasimhacharyalu. Sri R. Acharyalu Garu has received the Central Sangeet Natak Academy Award in the year 1978, Gujarat Sangeet Natak Academy Award in the year 1980, Bombay Andhra Mahasabha Award in 1981, Andhra Pradesh Sangeet Natak Academy Award in 1987, to name a few. A documentary on his life titled Great Masters of India was done by the Doordarshan Kendra, and Sri Acharyalu Garu has passed away in the year 1998. The next legendary personality that we will discuss in this lecture is Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu. Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu is a very well-known teacher, performer, choreographer, and most importantly, a researcher and an author of Indian classical dance forms, and very importantly, the Andhra temple traditions and the Andhra dance forms. He was a scholar performer who was born in 1923 to Rama Rao and Damayanti Devi. Apart from Kuchipudi, he also learnt Bharatanatyam and Kathak. From Srimati Naidupeta Rajamma Garu, he has learned the Aradhana and the Bhagavata dance traditions. He has learned Bharatanatyam from the illustrious Guru Sri Meenakshi Sundaram Pillai in the Pandanallur Bani, and he has learned Kathak from Karthik Ji and Kalyan Ji in Nagpur. The Bhandara ruler Raja Ganapath Rao Pandya was the one who watched his performance and gave him the title Nataraj. And thus he became Nataraja Ramakrishna, who has contributed immensely to the world of dance traditions of Andhra in general and also the Kuchipudi dance in particular. On the behest of Professor Vissa Apparao Garu, Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu has researched on the Kshetraya Padams a lot, and the research work that he has done on the Padams of Kshetraya is humongous. He learned Kuchipudi dance under Vedantam Lakshminarayana Shastri Garu in the city of Vishakhapatnam when Lakshminarayana Shastri Garu was staying in Vishakhapatnam. In Pitapuram, he learnt the Navajanardhana Parijatam under the very famous and illustrious Devadasi, Srimati Pendyala Satyabhama Garu. And after touring all these places, learning so many dance forms, learning about so much about the temple dance traditions of the South India and especially Andhra, Dr. Nataraj Ramakrishna Garu has finally settled in Hyderabad, and on the behest of the then Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, Dr. Neelam Sanjeeva Reddy, he has established his institution Nritya Niketan and choreographed dance dramas based on Kuchipudi. Apart from all these, he has also revived the dance tradition called as Perini Natyam, which was lost over a period of time. He revived the dance form, taught the dance form, and today there are many institutions that teach and perform Perini Natyam, which is a very vigorous male dance tradition that is in the Arabhati Vritti. He was also a member and a spokesman for the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet Natak Academy, and he was the convener of the seminar organized to showcase Kuchipudi and other dance traditions of Andhra Pradesh. Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu was a very well-known researcher and author of many books, and some of the very initial PhDs in Kuchipudi, like from Professor Anuradha Jannalgadda Garu or Professor Aruna Bhikshu Garu, all these came out in the supervision of Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu. So he was rather like a father figure in the Kuchipudi dance research, and someone who has paved way for research in the Kuchipudi dance. He has written more than 40 books on Andhra dance traditions, and they are the only documented material on all the dance traditions of Andhra region. As the president of the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Nritya Academy, after the trifurcation, the first decision that he took was the training classes for all Kuchipudi teachers under the able guidance of Vempati Master Garu. So after he became the president of the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Nritya Academy, the Central Sangeet and Natak Academy that was divided into Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Natak Academy or Karnataka SNA or Tamil Nadu SNA, Kerala SNA, depending upon the states, then it was trifurcated into Nritya Academy, Sahitya Academy and Lalita Kala Academy. The Nritya Academy used to focus on majorly the dance forms, the Sahitya Academy on the literatures, and the Lalita Kala Academy on the fine and the visual arts. So as the president of the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Nritya Academy, conducting teachers training courses was a brainchild of Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu, because he thought that it was high time that all the dance teachers of Andhra should be on a single platform because of the diversified ways that they were teaching. And who else is the best person than Vempati Chinnasatya Master Garu, who was keeping the flag high of Kuchipudi in the cosmopolitan city of Madras, who was a very able teacher and choreographer, and very importantly because he belongs to the own traditional families of Kuchipudi. And under the able guidance of Vempati Chinnasatya Master Garu, the Kuchipudi training classes happened for over 5 years of period to 2 to 3 months in every year in the Kuchipudi village, where different Kuchipudi teachers across the Andhra Pradesh state would come to the Kuchipudi village, get trained from the fundamental steps, jatis and the basic fundamental items under the supervision of Master Garu. So further, when they go back to their dance institutions, the dance that they teach will be the same. The fundamentals are the same. Vempati Master Garu, along with his prime disciple and assistant, Guru Srimati Bala Kondalarao Garu, has conducted very well the Kuchipudi training classes in the Kuchipudi village, where n number of dance teachers from the Kuchipudi traditional families and also teachers from the non-traditional families of Kuchipudi have well benefited from this initiative that Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu has taken at the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Nritya Academy level. He has revived many lost traditions in dance and documented all the old treatises. He has studied many old treatises, has visited so many temples that were demolishing, studied all the sculptures of dance that were there in those lost temples, has revived all the old treatises that were talking about dance, especially in the Andhra region, documented them, preserved them, and passed on to the next generations. If it was not the works of Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu, I can surely say that we would have lost so many dance traditions and the rich heritage of Andhra just like that. He also worked as a professor of dance at the Hyderabad Central University, where he continued his twin interests in life, which is teaching and research. Some of the important awards that Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu has received are the Bharata Kala Prapurna from the Andhra Pradesh Sangeet and Natak Academy in the year 1968. Honorary doctorate Kala Prapurna by the Andhra University in 1981. He was the Asthana Natyacharya of the government of Andhra Pradesh in 1980, Asthana Natyacharya of the Sri Saila Devasthanam in the year 1980, the much coveted Padma Shri in the year 1992, and the Central Sangeeta Natak Academy Fellowship in the year 2011. Dr. Nataraja Ramakrishna Garu has passed away in the year 2013, succumbing to brief illness because of old age, but leaving behind all his publications, research articles, documentations, the old revived art forms of the Andhra region, very well nurtured and preserved by all his Sishya Parampara forever. The third personality that we would discuss in this lecture is Guru Shri Korada Narasimha Rao Garu. Shri Korada Narasimha Rao Garu was born in the year 1936 in a place called as Yeluru in Andhra Pradesh, and he received Kuchipudi training from Gudimetla Krishna, C.R. Acharyulu and Vedantam Lakshmi Narayana Shastri Garu. And he has established his own institution by the name Nritya Bharati in the year 1953 in Eluru, that also had a lot of branches in cities like Trivandrum in Kerala, in Delhi, in Hyderabad and Bengaluru. And because of the different branches that he had in all these cities, many non-traditional dancers, many non-traditional artists who were enthusiastic to learn Kuchipudi have joined these institutions in their own cities, got trained by him, and in their very own states, they uplifted the dance tradition of Kuchipudi. Some of the awards that Korada Narasimha Rao Garu have received are the Bharata Kala Prapurna by the Andhra Pradesh Sangeeta Natak Academy, Kala Saraswati and Kala Neerajanam by the Government of Andhra Pradesh, the Central Sangeeta Natak Academy Award by the Government of India, and some of his eminent disciples include Indrani Rahman, Vaijayanti Kashi, Sarala Kumari, who was also a disciple of Vempadachina Satyam Master Garu, just to name a few. Until we meet in the next lecture, Namaskaram.